If you start on food, I think there's some big changes in that sector. Certainly, it wasn't that long ago that there were, I think, 7 or 8 hypermarket operators in Poland, and that's reduced to sort of 3 or 4. You've got the emergence of the discount food retailers, which are very much neighbourhood, and I think there probably will be a trend towards people splitting the grocery shopping, which frankly 15-20 years ago was a leisure activity. Oh, I can go to go into a grocery store and buy copious amounts of baked beans and what have you. That is now turned into a chore. So I'm sure everyone in this room on a Saturday morning, when they get up and get prodded by their better half, let's go and buy some food, it's like, oh my God. So I think there'll be more people who will do the shopping on the way home after work, popping into more of a sort of discount type retailer, and then on the weekend, one will go to a shopping centre, and then the food might be the organic, the specialty food markets and what have you. So certainly if you talk to the big hypermarket operators, they're really looking over their shoulders at the emergence of the discount retailers. In terms of fashion, there's great extremes. If you look at the £1,000 gorillas of the Inditex Group, H&M and LPP, they're going from strength to strength, and no sooner do they see let's say a trend or a fashion in a sort of a concept, they'll roll out a new concept, and it just eats into the market share. I think last night at the British Embassy function, one of the chaps said that in Poland, those 3 retailers have 30% of the fashion market, which is immense. So they're doing very well, but there are lots of other retailers that are struggling. So it's sort of mix and match. Fortunately, in Central and Eastern Europe, there is a general propensity that people, they like to wear decent clothes and they're aware of fashion, so they are doing well. What has also changed in recent years is where retailers appreciate that the consumers in these markets are savvy and aware of what's going on. In years gone by, a Western retailer would use places like Poland or the Czech Republic for the dumping ground of old stock, and then they would blame poor sales on the market. And then when they realised that actually the consumer realised it was poor stock, then they had to change their ways and offer the same level of stock as in more established markets.